The environment has become...
What we're saying is have a heart.
We've got to be able to regenerate our
There'll
economy.
be people who are kind, people who are cruel, but that's life. You can be bitter about videos. I'm fine with that.
What's wrong with Singaporeans?
Good evening and welcome to Talk About. Singapore started to experience a shortage in labour in the late 1960s, and within a decade, it had become one of the major countries importing foreign workers in Southeast Asia. Today, we have nearly 1.3 million foreign workers, of which almost 1 million are unskilled workers, and of that, about a third work in the construction industry. Following the riots in Little India in December 2013, the migrant worker issue has come squarely under the spotlight. Although the government has denied treatment of migrant workers had anything to do with the riots, which Prime Minister Hsien Loong put down as an isolated incident caused by an unruly mob with a little intoxication, there are those who would disagree. Talk About tonight asks if foreign workers are getting a raw deal. Are Singapore migrant workers marginalized and abused and unappreciated? Or is that an exaggeration? Well, to discuss some of these issues tonight, a panel of experts very familiar with the topic joins us tonight. And I'd like them to introduce themselves, beginning with Professor Alan Chong.
Although I'm from the Rajaratnam School of International Studies, I do cover the politics of globalization broadly, and that's where I'm coming from.
So you will be able to give us perspectives of what's happening outside Singapore as well.
Yes.
Good. Thank you.
Hello, I'm
Mr.
Kelvin Teo here. Our companies I'm from Centurions. We companies provide workers dormitory. I'm also a president of dormitory associations. I'm industry of working very closely with migrant workers.
And how many, you represent a substantial amount of the dormitories in Singapore, your association?
Yes, our association members basically have a 70% share of purpose-built dormitory in Singapore.
Okay. And we also have Mr. Vincent Wijeysingha.
Yes.
Politician and social activist.
At the moment, I'm working with Workfare Singapore, which is an informal group of social activists, social workers. We came together during the SMRT strike just over a year ago now, recognizing there was a need to engage with the advocacy.
When you say we, who's we?
A group of volunteers who have been involved in other organizations as well, but all kind of doing it as on a part-time basis. So there's no formal organization, no one is paid or anything like that. So people come and go. We get people to help us as and when we need them. For example, today someone's transcribing a video for us. They may not do any further work, or they might if they enjoy it, but it's quite a fluid organization.
And we have Debbie.
I'm Debbie Fordyce. I'm on the Executive Committee of Transient Workers Count 2, and most of my work deals with South Asian migrant workers who are out of work due to some injury or a salary dispute, and who are not permitted to find employment and are usually out on the streets. We provide food every day for hundreds of workers in this situation.
And these workers actually are caught in a bind, right? They cannot find work, but they are still waiting for the results of their claims.
They could find work. They can find work, but they're not allowed to work. If they are caught working, they could be fined or jailed for doing so. Most of them are put on a special pass, which doesn't allow them to work. So if they're no longer receiving medical leave wages, they have no means of income while they're waiting for the resolution of their case.
And how long could that take?
It could take 3 years in some cases. But I think most of them, the cases are resolved within about 1 year. 1 year, but as we have Jewel over here, who's now crossed the 2-year period. So 2 years is not uncommon for people in this situation.
We have Mr. A.K. Mohsin, and he is the publisher of the only Bengali newspaper in Singapore. Tell us are you Singaporean?
No, I'm Singapore PR. So I published it from 2006. for Bangladeshi community, mostly for Bangladeshi working community people. And my readers are all migrant workers.
What made you decide to publish the papers?
So I feel that there is no any Bangladeshi publication here. Day by day growing up Bangladeshi community, mostly working community people. For them there is no spokesman. So I decided to publish. And before I came to Singapore, I also related with the Bangladeshi publication.
We have Jewel, beautiful name. Jewel is a migrant worker, and perhaps you'll tell us a bit about your situation.
Hi, I'm Jewel. I'm migrant worker here, and I came from Bangladesh. I came from work, and I had no money. That's why I came here. And just when I work, I have some accident. Then now, almost 2 years, I never working, just waiting for my compensation.
I should qualify that although Jewel looks very healthy, he actually has got some serious injury to his spine that prevents him from carrying heavy things, and he cannot sit up for long, and it causes him considerable pain. The first operation was not a complete success, and he's trying to find ways and means of going for the second operation, but there's no one to pay for that.